Good afternoon, little Mead. As you can see, today's story is The Highway Rat by Julia Donaldson. A few years ago, I dressed up as the Highway Rat on World Book Day. There he is, on the back of his horse. Okay, let's start the story. The Highway Rat was a baddie. The Highway Rat was a beast. He took what he wanted and he ate what he took. His life was one long feast. His teeth were sharp and yellow. His manners were rough and rude. And the Highway Rat went riding, 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 riding along the highway and stealing travellers' food. A rabbit came hopping along the road, then stopped with her paws in the air, for blocking her way was the Highway Rat, who cried out, "Who goes there? Give me your pastries and puddings, give me your chocolate and cake, for I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and whatever I want, I take." "I have no cakes," the rabbit replied. "I just have a bunch of clover." The Highway Rat gave a scornful look, but he ordered, "Hand it over." "This clover is bound to be tasteless. This clover is dull as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, and this clover belongs to me." You see that? A squirrel came bounding along the road, then stopped with a shake and a shiver, for reining his horse was the Highway Rat, who thundered, "Stand and deliver." "Give me your buns and your biscuits, give me your chocolate eclairs, for I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and the rat thief never shares." "I have no buns," the squirrel replied. "I just have a sack of nuts." The robber snatched the sack and snarled, "I'll have no ifs or buts. These nuts are probably rotten. These nuts are as hard as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, and these nuts belong to me." Now, to bring this picture up close so you can see. Can you see those ants? That's the Highway Rat's next victim. Some ants were crawling along the road, then stopped with a somersault, for baring his teeth was the Highway Rat, who bellowed a deafening, "Halt! Give me your sweets and your lollies, give me your toffees and chews, for I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and nobody dares refuse." His horse is looking a bit unsure. There you can see all the little tiny ants coming along, and the mean rat with his sword telling them to halt. Halt means to stop. And his horse is thinking, "Oh dear, not again." Let's see what the ants have got to offer. "We have no sweets," the ants replied. "We just have this nice green leaf." "Oh, no, you don't, not any more," declared the highway thief. "This leaf is nasty and bitter. This leaf is as thin as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, and this leaf belongs to me." Here we go. With never a please or a thank you, the rat carried on this way, took flies from a spider, milk from a cat. He once stole his own horse's hay. The creatures who travelled the highway grew thinner and thinner and thinner, while the highway rat grew horribly fat from eating up everyone's dinner. A duck came waddling down the road and stopped with a "How do you do?" You see her there. "I see you have nothing," the rat complained. "In that case, I'll have to eat you. I doubt if you're terribly juicy. Most likely you're tough as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and I fancy a duck for my tea." I told you he was a baddie. How's the duck going to get out of this? I think the duck's going to do a trick. "Hang on," quacked the duck, "for I have a sister with goodies you might prefer. I know that she'd like to meet you, and I'm certain that you'd like her. For in her cave, her deep dark cave, right at the top of the hill, are biscuits and buns aplenty. There you can eat your fill." Okay. So there's the highway rat, and he's imagining the duck's sister, who is apparently on top of the hill. Lots of buns and yummy things to eat. That's what he thinks. "Lead on!" cried the rat, and they took to the road, which seemed it would never end. Onwards they rode, and upwards, bend after bend after bend. You see the two of them there climbing up the hill. So high up it's starting to snow. At last they came to a lonely cave, and the duck began to quack. She quacked, "Good evening, sister, sister, sister." And sister, 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 a voice from the cave came back. "Do you have cakes and chocolates?" the highway robber cried. And "Chocolates, chocolates, chocolates," the voice from the cave replied. "I'm coming to take them," the rat thief yelled. His greedy eyes grew round. And "Take them, take them, take them," came back the welcome sound. The highway rat leapt off his horse. Into the cave he strode. There he goes. Horse isn't too sure. The highway rat's going into the cave because he thinks it's going to be full of yummy cakes and things to eat. Oh, look. The duck took hold of the horse's reins and galloped down the road. Faster, ever faster, following all the bends, the plucky young duck went riding, 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 galloping down the highway, back to her hungry friends. This is a nice picture. Let me show you the picture first. Let me see. There. You can see all the animals eating happily. The highway rat has gone, having a bit of a party. A fire. Then they shared out the food from the saddlebags and feasted all night long. Bright were the flames of the bonfire, loud was the music and song. Wild was the moonlight dancing, merry the cheer and chat, for now they could live in freedom, safe from the highway rat. Ooh. Meanwhile, this is where the rat is, in the cave. Remember, he's searching for all that chocolate. And as for the rat in the echoey cave, he shouted and wondered till he found his way out of the darkness on the other side of the hill. This is the end now. Can you see him down there? He's working. He's not a highway robber anymore. A thinner and greyer and meeker rat, he robs on the road no more, for he landed a job in a cake shop, a cake shop, a cake shop. And they say he still works in the cake shop, sweeping the cake shop floor. There he is. That's it. That's the end. Not so brave anymore, is he? No. So there wasn't really a duck in the cave. It was just the echo, his voice coming back. There he is. Back on his horse. That's the start, isn't it? The highway rat. Okay, glad you liked that one. If you like stories by Julia Donaldson, I've got lots of them here. So maybe on a different day, I'll read you another Julia Donaldson book. Hope you enjoyed the story. Bye.